Elise!
If you jump, you will not die. You know that. We have both tried to kill ourselves every possible way.
DreadClub commence!
Gothic literature distills the entire human condition down to one single genre. Love, obsession, pride.
I mean, why do women like vampire novels so much?
A love so brilliant it is poison. Something bigger than anything the world can offer.
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm looking at the first fully AI generated animated feature film called DreadClub Vampire's Verdict. It's written and directed by Hooroo Jackson. It will be imminently available online, and it is a whirlwind gothic romance with bloodlust and courtroom drama. So let's dive into exactly what it is about this film, which is going to get you excited.
You see, my brother believes he's a vampire.
What? Like as a fantasy?
No. Like really.
Liam, what is a monster?
The animal within.
Come now, you can do better than that.
He wants to meet at midnight at the De Ve cemetery.
Oh, don't play along. Don't meet him there.
Oh my god, won't the blood rush to your head?
You don't really believe you're a vampire. I mean, you wouldn't be talking to me if you didn't have a heart.
Or maybe it's your heart I want.
Hold up, Dracula. I wasn't angling for a date.
So ever since I first encountered Hooroo Jackson's work some time ago in the AI-generated film Window Seat, it's clear that in the time that's elapsed, how much further along in the creative process this filmmaker has come, and also how much further along the AI software behind this sophisticated gothic romance has really evolved as well. Because what you get, and make no mistake, is very much a feature-length animated film which combines elements of Studio Ghibli with, from my perspective at least, classic manga animation. It's incredibly stylized. The script is better. The construction of the film as a whole is much more cohesive. You do have tangible characters which are believable and do engage. And ultimately the story, as much as it is quite stereotypical, does go into the vampiric myth. It does expand on the idea of gothic fiction in terms of narrative, and also how it relates to the film as a whole. And the characters, the central pairing of Betty and Duchamps De Ve, bearing in mind they are a completely artificial creation, are genuinely compelling in the performances which come through. So what else is it about DreadClub which I think it will pique the interest of many an audience member? So let's find out, shall we?
This way, follow me. You'll be sitting with the other girlfriends.
What other girlfriends?
Want to know why he says he's a vampire?
Because he is. I just have a question for you. Are you girls witches?
These women call their mental deterioration the curse.
You see, in modern times, a vampire cannot kill so
This is
easily.
a new low in the history of the legal
He
system.
must use other means.
As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure it's illegal to be a vampire if he were.
I've done some digging. There were other lawsuits. He's been involved in stuff like this for years.
What is a vampire?
A vampire is the opposite of God.
You really did something to them. And I'm like afraid you'll do the same to me.
Are you afraid? Or are you dying to know?
Betty, don't you dare go to him!
You never understood me,
I
then why
understand
were you my
too well, but
friend?
he will kill
I
you.
want to lose myself with him.
Why are you acting crazy?
I want to disappear with him.
So I think one of the crucial things about DreadClub Vampire's Verdict is the fact that there is such a variety in terms of the vocal performances, the voice work which goes into this. And you have to remember on occasion that none of this is actually done by an actor in a studio in front of a microphone. This is all being conjured up out of thin air, and the inflection and the feeling and the emotion which comes through in these performances really is something which you sort of got to pinch yourself at and be reminded that this isn't real, and nobody tangible has done it. Also that you do get a fully cohesive storyline, so you get gothic romance, you get deeper theological ideas and narrative, but you also get a courtroom drama thrown in there, and there's eloquent use of flashback. So it really does, from a filmmaker's perspective, from a critic's perspective, I think this is both incredibly impressive, but also quite scary in terms of its sophistication. So I think ultimately, I think DreadClub Vampire's Verdict is worth the watch. It's an hour and 27 and change. Although it does meander, although there are a lot of ideas in there, ultimately I think it's well worth the investment of time, and you should be tracking it down when it's available. Right, I'm moving on to my rating. Let's do that.
Oh my god, Duchamps, you scared me.
Bedroom, 2 heads.
You promised.
They've rolled past the trees.
Emerald, you can't. You promised. You'll prove them right.
We're in Bone Cove, the home of Apocalyptica. You can't stop us from reading the book. Yeah? What's that?
You want to share in the curse of Emerald and LSA. A love so true that you would die to.
Maybe that's the point of art. Art has to be better than reality.
Why don't you come with me to my tent? I want to see you pour your heart out.
So I'm going to be giving DreadClub Vampire's Verdict a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale for every reason that I have outlined, and I will make sure that in the review that I am going to write on this particular film that there is a link to the film itself should you be interested. So on that note, I'm going to dive into the trailer. Let's do that. And so it is, you've reached the end of the video review for DreadClub Vampire's Verdict, which will be readily available through my website as well as through other means of streaming, I feel sure. So this is the bit where I go. If you've liked the video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And then finally, you can just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos, you can pop in and listen or watch as much or as little as you like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel and maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Take care. Cheers. Bye.